Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm hoping you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload is going to be a long-range outlook. We will be talking about the upcoming pattern, which in nothing really in particular. It's going to be kind of warm. Right now we're in a warm phase across the country. It's going to be kind of warm, maybe some cold shots. Nothing remarkable at this point. We'll just need to keep waiting for the cold temperatures if you want them. I know here today in Chicago it's almost 60 degrees. It's very warm, almost spring-like. And if you'd like to support this channel, you could do so by subscribing. All you need to do is click this red button. It just says subscribe down below in the video, and you're subscribed, and it helps my channel grow, keeps it supporting, and keeps me making videos into 2019. So thank you for doing that if you did. So we're looking right now at the GFS 12-hour average precipitation rate, and let's just go through this. We're at hour 384. Let's go to hour 6. So the main event right now will be a little system. I'm not calling it I could call it a winter storm, because it will actually deliver quite a bit of snow to the upper plains and potentially the northeast. And again, the west is extremely active, guys. The west is going to get pummeled by several large winter storms. It's occurring fairly vigorously right now. It's snowing, raining, it's windy, and one of these storms essentially makes its way out into the plains. And you can see that what it does is it has a little bit of rain on the bottom side, or I should say on the south side, obviously where the warm temperatures are. And you can see the 540 line, which is typically the rain snow line, is way up to the north. Typically, this is January, again, the coldest time of the year for many places. And we would technically, supposed to see the snow all the way down in these parts of the states. But again, we're in a warm phase right now. The pattern doesn't seem to be eager to change at all. So there's going to be quite a bit of snow in the areas that will see the snow. But you could see the GFS has the rain very far to the north, and the snow very far to the north as well. It's just this rain snow line is going to be so far up to the north. Earlier on in the week, it was supposed to be, or it was thought that the northeast would see a little bit more snow with this. Maybe now a little bit more rain, a little bit more warm air. And then we have a little system that develops behind it. And we see this system right here. And using the energy that was left behind this system and some energy that was pushed off by the high pressure right here, this system starts developing right here, you could see, and starts developing, in fact, into a fairly decent system, which we could see delivering quite a bit of snow into the northeast. And we'll just have to wait and see on that. This could potentially be a snowstorm for the northeast. Some people were talking about it, but at this point, again, the chances are fairly low for a nor'easter from that, or even a snowstorm, I should rather say. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. And then afterwards, we get a little bit cooler. You can see 540 line a little bit down to the south. Finally, some cooler temps, but doesn't last for long. We get another warm up. You can see freezing line gets pushed up into Wisconsin, into Minnesota. And we see the northeast may actually be the coolest out of all of these areas, because these highs will be dropping in from Canadian plains in sort of this fashion, like that. And this will mean cold temperatures for, I would say, anywhere northeast of where I drew that line. But anywhere southwest of this actually seems pretty warm. And the other area which I would say is going to be fairly chilly is these areas right here in the west. And that is because of all these storms coming in. It will bring in cool air off the Pacific. But otherwise, in terms of Arctic air, maybe other than the northeast, doesn't see much. We get another storm potentially. Look at that. Basically, no snow with that. Maybe a little bit by the northeast, where again that cooler air is. And otherwise, yeah, that's it, guys. We went through 384 hours, and look, the 540 line is all the way up here, almost by Hudson, by James Bay, which is just ridiculously far north. I mean, this is where polar bears are, and we could be seeing above freezing temperatures there. It's not, not normal. This does happen. So let's go to total snowfall accumulations, and let's see how much snow we get. So again, the west getting quite a bit of snow. It's actually a fairly record-breaking year this year for the west. The mountain ski resorts are getting pummeled by the snow. The eastern United States, completely different story. Look at this. Northeast, a little bit of snow. Northern U.S., maybe up to half a foot, a little bit more in some locations. Otherwise, fairly calm. Not much in the rest of the 2/3 of the country of the east, I would say. The west again is a outlier in this situation where it could actually be seeing quite a bit of snow. So let's go to the NAM model, see what the NAM has to say about this. The NAM, the new one is coming. Let's just go to the old model run and let's see how much snow it's putting out. So it's putting the snow a little bit actually way farther to the south than the GFS with this next system. Even though I don't think anything will fall, I would say, beyond maybe where I'm drawing this line out into central Wisconsin. Anything south of there, I think should be all rain with this system. But you could see potentially 8, 6, 7 inches. The Arrowhead of Minnesota could see up to 12 to 14 inches with this snowstorm. The National Weather Service claims so, at least, but sometimes the National Weather Service puts out snowfall totals that are too great for a particular snowstorm. So again, we're seeing that system right now in the Northeast. Again, basically all rain, delivers a little bit of snow to maybe far eastern Maine, and then into southeastern Canada, pretty big snowstorm. However, again, the West getting pummeled. Otherwise, very warm temperatures, and we start seeing that system coming in, delivering quite a bit of snow to the north, but again, that rain snow line is very far to the north with that rain, all the way reaching Green Bay, northern Michigan, and we see that pass through maybe Boston, Vermont, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, New York, upstate New York especially, seeing some snow with this, and I already showed you the snowfall totals. Let's go to the Canadian model, another great model that I like to use. Let's just see this. Let's go through all the way to hour 6. Let's check on how much. So I always like making these videos nice and concise for you guys. Try keeping them under the 12-minute mark. So let's just go through this and let's check this out. So we are looking at hour 18, hour 24, hour 30. We're seeing that snow in the west, and we're seeing that snowstorm. Again, the rain snow line very far to the north. And again, look at that, guys. We could potentially be seeing a system right here developing right off the coast, which could deliver quite a bit of snow to the northeast, but that's still very far out. Let's see how much snow. Again, you could see quite a bit. The Canadian actually is probably the most robust with this, and the northeast seeing quite a bit with this as well, according to the Canadian. Let's go to the National Weather Service. Again, look at this, guys. Not a lot of advisories. Sorry if I keep saying again all the time, but I feel like I'm repeating myself. So let's just dive right into the winter storm watches, which is probably the only winter storm related or winter related event that is happening in the eastern part of the country. Let's go to their situation report. You could see heavy snow Sunday night through Monday. And again, like I said, 12 to 14 inches in the Arrowhead of Minnesota, 6 to 12 by Silver Bay and Duluth, maybe around 6. So this is what I find interesting, guys. Also, another thing I'd like to point out is what I found interesting is, guys, look at this. So let's go to southern Colorado. And if we look at let's click anywhere. The thing is that these areas have a winter weather advisory, even though they're expected to see 6 to 12 inches of snow. Let's just click on this, guys. It just goes to show you that the standards for a winter storm watch and winter weather advisories for different areas where they see more snow is much different. In the south, this would be by far a winter storm warning for sure. And in the north, it would also be more likely, even I would say in Minnesota, southern Minnesota, Wisconsin, 6 to 12 inches almost anywhere would be a winter storm warning. However, here in the mountains in Colorado, look, snow accumulation 6 to 12 inches, and what do they have? A winter weather advisory. A winter weather advisory in my area is issued when it's 2 to 5 inches of snow. Anything above that is a winter storm warning. So up to a foot of snow, they still have a winter storm or winter weather advisory. I just wanted to point it out. I think, in my opinion, that's really cool. Let's go to the UP of Michigan. And let's check this out. We are looking at, again, some snow, maybe not as much as a Arrowhead of Minnesota. Wet, heavy snow mixes with rain in the afternoon. This is for Monday. Significant travel impacts expected. And this map shows us the probability of 4 more inches of wet snow into Sunday night and into Monday. So quite a big probability, especially around the central UP Michigan, around Gwinn and Marquette. So let's go to, I would like to now go to weather.us. This is the free version. I know many people have the bot version. I don't have that yet. Maybe I'll look into that, but this shows us how much snow the European model is predicting in the next 10 days. And not all of this is actually new snow. This is included the snow that's already laying on the ground. But the main area I'd like to point out is a little bit more snow up here potentially. Again, more snow in the west. And look at this, potentially a snowstorm in the northeast, like I was talking about. If we were to zoom in on this, let's click on the Boston area. This is going to get really zoomed in. You can see this is the state of Massachusetts, potentially as much as, I think this is 8 to 10 inches of snow in their area. You could see 15 inches, which I'm not saying this will happen, but the European model has been showing this for the past couple of days, which gives us an alarming sign that this may happen. In terms of temperatures, guys, it's not looking it's not looking too good in terms of the cold weather. Some cold shots, some warm shots. Let's just go through this. And we're on the GEM, which I don't like at all. Let's go to the FE3 GFS, which I like the most probably. And let's go to hour 0, which shows us where we are right now. Again, we're in very warm temperatures, extremely warm temperatures, and we get a cool shot of air, especially for the northeast. We get another warm shot, and then we get another cooler shot of air, which isn't that cool as the first one, and then potentially a little bit of warmer air, and then maybe another cool shot of air. And then, again, nothing remarkable, but maybe something bigger towards the end of the forecasting period. As of now, nothing significant. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. Please consider liking the video, and I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.